Welcome to the live, man. Yep. Trying to tell y'all. Can't make this up, people. Can't make this up. Bro, you can't make this up, bro. Like I'm not trying to laugh and be mean, but like this is exactly what I be. Let me scoot over so y'all can see it on YouTube. This is exactly what I be talking about. This is exactly what I be addressing. And they don't let me call it out. Y'all tap the screen for me because I really do want to have this conversation. Y'all tap the screen and we're gonna see what the brothers got to say about it. Because one thing they love to tell me is that you're Derrick Jaxn 2.0. You pandering to women. You want women validation. I've already told people I'm married. That's not a lie. You know what I'm saying? I got my ring on every time. I don't know what else y'all want me to do. I haven't slid in any woman's DMs. That I haven't been exposed for any type of, hypocrisy. And yet, you're Derrick Jaxn. Now, what I'm mostly focused on is that this is a black man in my YouTube comments who said that he doesn't respect black women and that he sees them as the enemy. Now, here's the crazy part. That's not the first time I've heard black men say that black women are the enemy. But when I call these black men self-hating black men, they get mad. And you know what? Oftentimes they actually defend those guys who say that, bro, the black woman is the enemy. What? How is the black woman the enemy, fam? And when I say that these dudes be bussy popping and that these dudes are high-key DL, if I say that these men love male validation and that male validation has them in a chokehold, then I'm wrong. But they can agree with comments like this. And nobody calls them out. No one calls them out. What's going on, China? The biggest names on YouTube, on TikTok, the biggest men on YouTube and TikTok, right? That say statements like this. There is no man that is calling out these men. Because oftentimes what you'll have is when a man calls out a man, he's a simp. When a man calls out men on his platform, he's a panderer. But when a man constantly calls out women every day, all day, he is neither a simp or a panderer, which doesn't make any sense to me. But all he's doing is using his voice to buck broken men and advocating for other men's bad experiences. But somehow that man is not a panderer or simp. So all these dudes can be twerking on each other's D site online. And, all these dudes can be twerking on each other and riding each other, right? For male validation. Man calls it out, he can't do it. But if he calls out women and calls them out their name and then, throw them all under the bus, now he's a panderer or simp. I want to know what happened to real men. And if black men, right, with these platforms, if y'all love black women so much, why don't y'all call out these guys that say dumb rhetoric? How do you look at black women as a Satan spawn when you call them the devil? When you think they are the enemy? No one calls them out. And then when the ones who do call them out, you try to silence their voices and try to elevate somebody else just as worse. I don't know what I don't know what y'all want from me. I don't know what you want. I'm calling it how I see it. Big names on YouTube can get online all day and talk about women. I mean, every day. Every day they have a short. Every day they have a woman in a thumbnail. Every day. Every day they have a live about single mothers. Every day. Every day, bro. Do y'all understand? Every day. Every day. They got something to say about women. Don't have no type of correction towards a man. Zero. These dudes be bussy popping. And I can't believe y'all keep tapping the screen. I can't believe we live in such a soft society of men that's so afraid to call out the harmful rhetoric that some guys are saying because you don't want to be called a panderer or a simp. Every time you defend your sisters or your group of women from other men, I thought we was protectors. I thought you said black men were protectors. Does how you? I thought black men were protectors. But when you see the act of even, because protection can look like a whole bunch, it's layered. It could be calling out other men for being trash. It could be calling the police when you see something happen. It could be getting physical when it's time. It could keep that thing on you and defend. But yet, when you see a brother online defending his sisters from other men that's calling them demons and saying that they are, worse than the white man. Because I've heard that too. And actually, other black men actually agreed with that. They actually agreed and said that the black woman is worse than the white man, keeping the black man down. They agreed. But I can't call it out. I can't call it out. I don't be knowing what these guys want, bro. Because I'm really I try not to use words so loosely, but I'm really starting to think the majority of black men hate black women. I'm like right there. I'm right there. And I don't even like using the words hate, bro, but I'm really starting to think that the majority of you fools really hate black women, bro. I'm trying to keep my mouth, I'm trying to stay composed. I really be trying. But even when I have conversations with y'all, you say some slick stuff. You ain't suffer from no goddamn welfare. And then it's a myth. The majority of black women then throw black men out the house for freaking $4 in government. Y'all got to learn how to read history, bro. Like I'm saying, y'all got to learn how to read history. I want to know what it's going to take. Somehow somebody going to come up and defend this. I already know they are. Some man is going to come up and defend this and say something stupid. Somebody going to say something stupid. But you got to, like 2 nights ago, right? A dude came up and actually agreed with Mr. Anton Daniel saying that a black woman is the enemy. And then go try to flip it on me to say, if I can't see it, I'm wrong. What? If I can't see it, I'm wrong? Wait. So if I can't see that the black woman is our enemy, then something wrong with me. But something not wrong with you. It don't sound like you have some issues that you need to work out. And honestly, bro, I don't care about y'all bad dating experiences, bro. Why are you living in your bad experiences? I don't care about your bad experiences. Choose better. I be really trying to tell these guys, bro, choose better. The same things that y'all be saying to women, I'm gonna say to you every time, choose better. Oh man, These dudes that get up here and say that the black woman uses you and discards you like you a piece of trash. But that's what men do. That's what men do of all races. They use women for box. They have a hard time staying loyal. You got dudes saying, well, I don't believe that we were meant to be monogamous, but then want to keep a woman around because it's access to box. Your whole mind revolves around pleasure. Because I can't say certain words, so I'm trying not to be mean. And you're going to sit here and tell me that the majority of women are out here just giving it up and using men for D? Get the fuck out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Miss me with that nonsense, fam. Miss me with that BS. Like dudes didn't create game. Like men didn't keep black books of all the women that they used to have pleasure with, because that's the best way I can say it. Like they didn't keep the little beepers back in the day, and you know, knew which numbers were who to give them back a call. Oh, like, bro, what are we talking about? And we really gonna see us get up here and say that women are the enemy, and that you, as a black man, you look at black women as a Satan spawn? This is a bussy popping generation, bro. This is a bussy popping generation. This is a male validation. This is a man pandering to other men generation, bro. This is a soft, effeminate male generation, bro. Because you can't be serious. Do y'all dudes even think before you leave a comment on my page, on my YouTube, on my TikTok? Do you think about what you say before it come out your mouth? Satan. And then always trying to bring up Satan. I find it funny that they're quick to call black women Satan, right? But y'all not even godly men. Sound like you a child of the devil too. You a child of the devil too, bro. You ain't saying any godly mess. You ain't defending your women from harmful rhetoric from other men. Y'all dudes be agreeing. Let's stop the BS. Y'all dudes be agreeing with the men when they say stuff like that. When they say stuff like this, y'all dudes be agreeing with them. Because that's how y'all feel. Y'all honestly feel like black women, the girls, the young adults, black women, if she's born a woman, she's the enemy. That is wild, bro. That is wild to me. And then y'all be, and then later on, you'll be like this. Nah, I love black women, but miss me with that nonsense, fam. You know what the problem? You know what, Anton? You know what? A lot of these dudes say the problem with the community is that the women are not a helpmeet anymore. You know what the problem is with the community? The problem with the community is that the black man failed the community. How about that? That's the problem with the community. That you weren't leaders, fam. That you lost overall. That you wasn't a good husband. You wasn't a good activist. You wasn't a good leader. You wasn't a good father. And you lost. But if I say that, now it's like, oh, bro, you a black man, enemy of a black man, bro. How can you go against your own group of men, bro? You what? Wait a minute. Men check men. That's what men are supposed to do. Men are supposed to check men. Why do you have more smoke for a woman as a, I mean, for a, yeah, why do you have more smoke for a woman as a man? Why do you not have the cojones to check a man, bro? You won't even call out crime. A 26-year-old black man just unalived his twin sister. I didn't see none of y'all call that out. I didn't see none of y'all call that out. These women get raped by their husbands. I done heard some of y'all dudes say that ain't no such thing as rape in marriage. Pregnant women, pregnant wives. You know what? Husbands unaliving their wife and their children, and then themselves. Don't see y'all calling that out. But you know what you will call out? Single mothers. Oh my God. Oh, wow. Wow. Being a single mother is worse than men unaliving their whole family. Wow, that's I've been doing this wrong. I've been doing this so wrong. I should have been talking about single mothers, because that's just, Lord in heaven, that is just the worst thing that could ever happen. That's just, woo, Lord. Wow, I shouldn't call out the grape. I shouldn't call out the abandonment. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't call out that. I should have been talking about single mothers. That's what majority of my time should have been. Not the fathers that ain't around for their children. I shouldn't talk about that, but the one who is trying to raise her child. That is what I should have spent majority of my time addressing. Wow, that is, I've been doing this backwards. I've been doing this so that is what I should spend the majority of my time doing. Oh, I apologize. I didn't know. I didn't know that's what I should have been doing. Yeah, that you guys are trash. You guys are trash. And another thing, you got me bent if you trying to compare me to Derrick Jaxn. Derrick Jaxn is trash. But I want to say this, did he lie? You could talk all your trash about he cheated on his wife. He did a whole, he got a cult full of women. All of that. But did he lie? Did he lie and say was he lying about how men were? No, he didn't. He told the truth. That's the one thing I give. But to compare me to a dude that would cheat on his wife and then try to apologize for it is diabolical. Because that's never going to happen over here, because I fear the Lord. I fear the Lord. It says fear the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. That's why some of y'all dudes don't have no wisdom, because you don't fear the Lord. I'm not about to break my wife's heart. What kind of stupid stuff is that? You want intercourse, get it with your wife. Don't freaking go out and why are you making a commitment to a woman that you can't stay faithful to? You trying to give gifts and you know what I find? Another thing. Controversial, Shannon, you're gonna be rich because you speak into the emotions of women. What? I'm calling out men. I am not calling Black women queens. You're amazing. You're a queen. I'm not doing that. I'm calling you out on a public platform. And I'm speaking to you directly when you come up. But yet somehow I'm doing this for money and attention. But what about when y'all dudes was pandering to weak men who can't really get women? They can't, they're ugly. Not to be mean or nothing, but they're ugly. They have no sex appeal. I'm sorry. They don't have the aesthetic of what's pleasing to a woman's eyes. That's not my fault. That's not women's fault. That's just how you were born. You're ugly. You have no game. Then you're fat and you're always bald-headed with a beard. That has nothing to do with the whip. You always have a look. Why do you guys always look the same? Why do the men that stay online talking about women always look the same? It's like what? 3 things. You're bald-headed, you're fat, and you have a beard. Every time. Every time, bro. We just got flagged on TikTok. I don't know why. They said that I was doing harassment. I can't say the word, so I have to make up a word. So I'm gonna go ahead and start this over before they, ban me for a week. I'm sorry, YouTube. I got to restart the TikTok live because they there's always a person reporting. I can't say, you can't say everything that you want to say on TikTok because they get mad. They get mad. But anyway, like, listen, I don't know what it's gonna take. I give them clear examples. I just want to know why they agree with this right here, bro. Why do y'all agree with this stuff? And nobody checks them. Why is it that the biggest red pill black men haven't been checked, bro? Y'all deserve to be checked, fam. Don't leave no comment like this on my stuff. You think I'm not gonna call you out, bro? You think I'm not gonna call y'all? You think I'm not gonna call y'all out? When you leave a dumb comment like this, bro, when you say something stupid, you guys are y'all are scaring women away, bro. You can't keep you scare women away. Every day you got something negative to say. You weak. You're a loser. When do we start giving losers a platform? Oh my goodness, bro. Let's read this. Let's read this together. My testimony is superior than all. No black woman took care of me when I was 10 years old. After my mother, I don't know if I can say that word on TikTok. After my mother lost her life. To me, being a grown man, only my biological father did. So, and he still was a deadbeat. I have no idea what happened in the middle of that sentence, so forgive me. And he still was the deadbeat. I don't respect black women. I see them as the enemy, Satan spawn. What? How you see black women as the enemy? Yep, you guys are weak. You guys are weak because of your bitter freaking family dynamics. I mean, your trash family dynamics. Now, black women who had nothing to do with that situation. Did this nigga just say that a black woman was supposed to come and save him? This dude said, no black woman took care of me when I was 10 years old. That don't have nothing to do with the rest of the black women out here, fam. So how does that happening turn black women into a demon spawn? Make that make sense. Make that make sense. How did you get to the what? Huh? Your mama lost her life. She passed away. This is what I mean, a soft generation of men. And ain't got nothing. All he did was call his dad a deadbeat. He didn't say, you know what? You know what's funny? He called his dad a deadbeat and didn't say nothing evil about black men in this statement. This man, bro, listen. This man called black women a demon or a hellspawn, but did not say anything about black men, and his dad was a deadbeat. Miss me with this. What are you talking about? Somehow the black women are a Satan spawn, but black men are not devils when your own father was a deadbeat? Even when both parties are wrong, the woman gets all the blame. Wow. Wow. Bravo, you weak, effeminate man. That's crazy, bro. That's wild. You weak. Boy, y'all dudes be soft, man. Y'all do soft, bro. Y'all don't, y'all bitter black men don't scream nothing masculine about you, bro. Nothing, zero. You present no type of masculinity whatsoever. You probably can't even stand on your own 2 feet. Sound like you crying out for, you need therapy. And I'm not even weaponizing therapy in this. You need therapy, fam. When you get to talking like this and calling a whole group of women devils and demons and stuff, you need therapy, bro. You need therapy. It ain't nobody else's fault but your. Everybody is given a stack of cards in their beginning of life, right? Some people are going to be born in a better predicament than others. Your predicament was trash. I'm sorry. Your predicament was trash. I apologize. Now, how did black women become devils? Because you were born with your mother died. Do you understand that? I don't think you understand it. His mother died, and yet women get the blame. But your dad who was there was a deadbeat, and the black man who was a deadbeat didn't get no blame. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This is what I be talking about. And they get mad at me. They get mad. They still come in and be like, bro, you pandering. What? I'm calling out you evil well, I ain't gonna curse. You evil, pathetic, black, bitter, bald-headed with a beard man who speak like this. You deserve to be checked. You deserve to be called out, bro. And you are a danger to women. You a danger to women, bro. You are let me tell you something. Y'all dudes are a danger. No woman should listen to a man like you. Y'all be on these panels having conversations about women every day. Every day you got something to say to a woman, but y'all wouldn't even call this type of man out. I be seeing the comments. I be seeing the stupid stuff that y'all saying. Single mother. The problem with the community is the single mothers. The problem with the community is the Pookies and Ray Rays. The problem is the woman is not in the house. The problem is the woman got these degrees. The problem is the woman, what else they be saying? The woman is too independent. All kind of stupid talking points, bro. But if I say the problem is a lot of you niggas are soft. The problem is a lot of y'all be bussy popping online for other men. The problem is a lot of y'all love male validation. The problem is for a group of men that call themselves leaders, providers, and protectors, you ain't leading and providing and protecting shit. God, please begin for cursing. Now, with that being said, let me contextualize my statement because somebody's going to get offended. You dudes with mics are the problem because you'd rather spend online all day addressing a woman than talking about the problems with men out here. The problem is you ain't really holding nobody accountable. You using women for content. Let's stop the BS. That is what you're doing. The problem is we have a whole bunch of self-hating Negroes that are black men that think the black woman is worse than the white man. The problem is y'all will give a man a platform such as an Anton Daniels or an Angry Man or freaking Mr. Let Go, all bald-headed. Every single one of them, they're always bald-headed with a beard. That's the problem, that you would listen to freaking losers who always got something to say about women, but want to address a man for nothing, but yet they claim to be these real alphas. Niggas ain't alphas. Get the fuck out of it, bro. You know, man, come on, bro. Lord in heaven, bro. Come on, bro. I don't get it. Somehow I'm supposed to get how black women are devils. Go ahead, bro.
Now, you invited me on me. What's your question for me?
You literally said that I don't get it. What is it that I don't get?
You don't get it. Like you talking about all this stuff about what a black man do, and you probably gonna drop me after I say what I got to say, but you saying all this what a black man don't do. My question to you is, who has access to smacks?
Both.
No. See, that's how I know you straddling in the fence.
Who is sex committed by one person or two?
I'll answer the direct question. It's committed by two.
Okay.
Say who are allowing this?
Both.
No. How many men you know are rapists? And let's be real.
How many men do I know that are rapists? How many men do I know that are rapists?
Exactly.
You said how many men do I know that are? You said how many men do I know?
You heard the question on me.
Personally, I don't know about one in my family or one that's my friends. You know some rape. You know some rape. What does that have to do with statistics though? Because 1 out of 4 women are great.
What I'm saying is, I don't know no men who are taking anything just like you don't. And
what does that mean? What does that mean?
These women have access to smacks.
So you're saying no woman is getting raped?
We go inside. We going inside.
You said no woman is getting raped?
No, I didn't. I didn't say that. Why you?
Okay, so hold on, time out, brother. Wait, hold on, because y'all niggas be dumb. If just because I don't know if a person in my family that's raped a woman, or you don't know a person in your family that's raped a woman, that doesn't mean that women aren't getting raped. 1 out of 4 women are SA.
What are you getting at, man? I asked you a one-on-one question.
Oh my God,
you're getting all into other things, bro. When I can get into the fact that I am a barber by day, and I got gentlemen sit in my chair and they air their grievances out all the time. Stop.
So what are you saying?
I'm telling you, you spreading rhetoric, brother, and it's really pushing that you don't have many options.
I'm married, dumbass. I'm literally married, and nigga, if you saw me, I literally. Hold on. Are you married? Are you married? Are you married?
Majority of the black community.
Are you married? Are you married? Are you married? Because if I was in my heathen days, if I was in my heathen days, I really am a threat. Y'all do not want your wife around me. You don't want your girl around me. You know, and y'all know that. Niggas is not handsome, bro.
I mean, what are you saying? I'm asking you
because you just literally tried to tell me that I don't have any. You literally tried to say that I don't have any options. No, I'm off the dating market.
Hey, say I'm gonna drop my shit up. You was raised by your mama, homie. That's okay.
I literally had both my parents in my life in the same household. I literally was raised in a 2-parent household. I literally was raised in a 2-parent household. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Every fucking time, bro. I hate you niggas, bro. I hate you niggas. And I don't even care if I get striked. Nope. That shit was crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. You were raised by a single mother. Literally was raised with both parents in the house. Literally was raised with both parents in the house. You don't have any options. I'm married. In my heathen days, I'd be a problem for you. Every time they come up and project, every time. Maybe the problem is that I'm better than you niggas because I had both parents in my life. How do you niggas get raised in the same household with your mother and father, and yet you don't have any freaking balance when it comes to these conversations? What the heck are you talking about? I can't stand you self-hating niggas. I don't like it. Y'all are the devil. You black men are the devil. How about that? So y'all want to call black women the devil? You black men failed the community. You couldn't even check the white man. How about some stupid stuff like that? You got your ass beat up and down the goddamn floor. How about that? You want me to say stupid? Since we saying stupid stuff about black women, right? Should I go dumb? Maybe I should go dumb. Because everybody going dumb. The black woman betrayed the black man and all this and that. Well, the black man couldn't beat the white man. Let's go stupid. Let's go stupid. We throwing stupid Cocoa for Cuckoo Puffs hats. Let's just go dumb. Everybody's saying dumb stuff online. The black woman is worse than the white man, and the black woman is this, and you don't understand, bro, that women control access to sex. It takes two to freaking control. What are you talking about? It takes two people to do the action. And when you actually have, I ain't gonna say game because that's a heathen perspective, right? But when you actually were that guy, you had access to sex. It ain't my fault you ain't never had a. Have you had women beg for it from you? Where you could control who you wanted to have? Yeah, these dudes, bro, I swear to God, man, these niggas, Lord, boy. I be trying to have a balanced conversation. Every time it's a bald-headed nigga. Well, he wasn't bald-headed, but it's always a black man with a beard and rough busting. I'm in a barbershop. And these men expressing their grievances to me every day. And you don't understand. You don't understand. If I'm not talking trash about women, I'm the enemy. I swear, y'all, boy, I don't like y'all niggas, bro. I can't, bro. Worst group of men on the planet. Worst group of men. These dudes get online and call black women the bottom of the barrel devils, and y'all niggas broke. We the brokest group of men on the planet. We the brokest group of men on the planet. What is you talking about? We look like third world country. I ain't even trying to spread no. I ain't even trying to say that. Brokest group of men on. Where are you providing at? Where are you leading at? Then you calling yourself protectors, and you can't even protect your women from self-hating black men. But when I call out self-hating black men, then I'm the problem. When I give y'all examples of what these guys are saying, somehow I'm still the problem. You doing it for coins. You want the money. Well, where I work. Terrence, you come up to because you're ugly. You've been talking. Now I got to lead by example. Why y'all won't tell them other dudes to lead by example, the ones with the big platform, because y'all be agreeing with the toxic stuff that they saying. Terrence got a car picture like this. Come up, Terrence. I literally said I was gonna do better today. I said I was gonna do better. And then it's that one self-hating black man. It's that one self-hating black man that really gets on my freaking nerves, because they have the right to down talk the black woman. They have the right to call her the devil. They have the right to call her the enemy. And I can't even call them out without being called every name in the book. And I give them an example and they still get mad. But then I have to lead by example. But them fools ain't leading by example. I have to be the panderer, but they pandering to bitter men and selling merch. I gotta do it. I can't just do it out the kindness of my heart, because no other man would do it. No other man's doing it. And when he does it, he gets shunned by his own group of men. But you gotta lead by example. You gotta do. Everything's for money. Everything's for coins. I can't be genuine. It can't be that I can see that the black girl will grow up to hate the black boy because you older black men are leading the young boys astray. It can't be nothing like that, right? It can't be nothing. It has to be that I'm doing it for money. Yeah. Black woman, I'm defending you for money. I'm not defending you because I defend my own wife. I'm defending you for money. Hey, I'm not defending y'all because I got black women in my family. I'm defending y'all because I want your coins. That's black women. I want all the money. Please send some super chats. Please send some gifts. Yeah, please just send all your throw your money at me. Throw your money. It has to be for money. But then you got them dudes over there bussy popping on the other side with a panel full of men, and they talking about, well, hey, if y'all buy this shirt, you get 20% off, and all you gotta do is support the platform. Meanwhile, see, the problem is single mothers. They're not pandering and selling merch on that side. They doing the same goddamn thing. Y'all don't ever call them men panderers. Terrence, bro. Terrence, either you gonna come up and you gonna speak your truth, or you're gonna get blocked. Y'all niggas be throwing it back for other men. Go spin around on a D. God, dog, I can't stand these niggas. You got 10 seconds, bro. That was a good one, bro. I'll try. Document what? Now they talk. Oh, we're documenting. Oh, now you're documenting. Why don't y'all document a fucking Anton Daniels who said black women have done more harm to black men than any white man? Why won't y'all document that type of dude? Why won't you document an angry man? Why won't you document a freaking Mr. Let Go? Why won't you document a freaking Myron from Fresh and Fit? Why won't you document them self-hating Negroes? I'm sorry, not even self-hating. Them black women hating Negroes over there. Why won't you document that? Y'all don't document none like that. But when a man is defending his group of women from harmful rhetoric, specific harmful rhetoric, such as the prompt, such as the freaking message on the screen, the comment, you still find a way to disregard that. Because if I was up here talking about women, you dudes would be sending money. Oh yeah, get on those women. Well, that's so stupid. Get the fuck out, man. Boy, man, these niggas, man. It's official. I think. Yep. I think black men hate black women in large. Yep. I said I don't care. I don't care. Today, I really am starting to believe that black women, black men as the majority, hate black women, bro. I don't care what y'all say. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. It's a spiritual issue. I think y'all. Yep. I do. I think y'all think that black women are really the enemy, and that she's the worst thing that ever happened to the black man. You know what? I think you hate black women. I sure do. Go ahead, brother.
I hate them, but I dislike them a lot. So.
Why not hate them then? You're already there. You're already there at dislike.
It's like, hey, say.
I'm sorry, brother. You got your mic on mute.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Not bad. I'm going now. Go ahead. What you asking?
You said you don't like. You said you wouldn't say you hate them, just don't like them a lot. Now, what is the reason you don't like the majority of them?
Yeah. Well, my reason is it started with my family, bro. So it's just I grew up with a lot of black women in my family, and I just seen the type of dudes and what they think about certain type of black men. When I say certain type of black men, like you're a lame if you're not in the streets and stuff like that. When I say stuff like that, I actually have like a sister and all her baby daddies are murderers. So. And I asked her why she won't dare stand up black dude. She said she's not gonna dare lame and work. I mean, I know all black women ain't, bad, but it's just the ones I grew up with, which have you
why not change it? So why are you letting your childhood define? What I find funny is that the black man can overcome any obstacle in his life when it comes to being successful in life. but you can't overcome your family and the way that you grew up to see that there are other types of women out there that are good, other black women. That one thing has scarred you so much.
Yeah, bro. Like I said, it ain't just one person, bro. It's my whole.
What does your family have to do with the women that's not part of your family? That's what I'm asking.
Well, I need to go meet those women. That's the thing. But I'm saying, as a whole, that's why my outlook on black
Wait. Tom. What I'm asking again, what does your family and your bad experiences with your family have to do with the rest of the good black women that are out here?
What it has to do that with me is that's the first outlook I get on black women.
Okay, so if I was to say the first outlook on the black man is that he's trash, he's broken, he's lazy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
Go ahead. I said go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so if I was to take that outlook, right, and then apply it to all the black men, that would be stupid, right? Oh, you know what? Okay, then. So it's dumb. You had a bad childhood with the women that's in your family. Oh well, there's other women out here that's not part of your family that are good, but then you don't like black women as a collective because the black women in your family were, I don't want to use this word, but trash. That doesn't make any sense. You need therapy. You need to unpack that. Now, I'm not even weaponizing therapy. I'm being serious.
You hear me?
Now I can.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Like I said, I'm in the airport. But no, I get what you're saying. I'm just saying that's my first outlook. That's my environment. I grew up in Atlanta. I know there's good black women out there, bro. And don't get me wrong, when I approach a black woman, I ain't finna just sit here and treat her like she Keisha down the street. Nah, I give everybody the same respect, bro. Like the white people, you know what I'm saying?
But you live, but you
when I come across people.
You said you don't like black. You said you don't like black women a lot.
I said I'm strong dislike them. Yeah, a strong dislike them, but that don't mean I'm gonna.
Why is it again? Why is it not? Why is it not that you just have a strong dislike for the black women in your family? That is what I'm saying. Contextualize that. That'll be dumb. If I was to say majority of the men in my family were womanizers, they were trash, they didn't respect women, and they didn't even respect their own children. If I grew up with that type of representation as a black boy, and then carry that in life to be like, because my family was like this, that's how every other black man in the world, or majority of the black men in the world ought to be like. I don't like black men because of the black men in my family. That don't even make logical sense. That has to be unpacked and addressed.
Well, brother, well, that does, but that's something I'm going to do.
Have you started taking the steps to do it?
On my terms, you feel me?
Have you started on your terms? On your terms? You said on your terms? No, you said that has to be on your.
No, I said it's not on my priority list when you say about making the steps to do it. Like, there's a lot of other things going on.
You don't think carrying in a strong disdain for a group of peer people would be a top priority for your own group of women? Because again, these are the same women that die in the hospital bringing your ass here. You do know that, right? So you don't think it's a priority for you to go unpack that? You don't think that's a priority for you to go unpack that?
Not really, because I'm not calling home to nobody out here in the world.
But you carrying in this strong dislike. Never mind. Galaxy, you can bring your buck broken behind up here too. But I appreciate you for coming up, bro. I'm gonna see what else. I'm gonna see what other self-hating black men got to say. Not you, but not saying you. I'm just saying. You have a good one. Can't make this shit up, people. Cannot make this up. Can't make this up. Y'all, I mean, y'all know y'all expose yourself every time, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Any more? Any more men? Because hold on, somebody has said cap. Matter of fact, I did see you, my brother. And I'm finna get to you. I'm finna get to you. Don't run. Yeah, Mikey. Yeah, Mikey, I saw you in the comments lurking. Come here, Mikey. Come talk. Now, what were you saying, brother?
It was probably something you said. You probably refreshed my memory. Because I was responding to stuff you said and what the chat was saying. So you probably had to refresh my memory.
That dude came up here and gave an example of his women in his family being, I guess, degenerate women, right? Mm-hmm. So, and he said how he doesn't like black women because of those experiences, right? So I didn't flip the script, which I always do, to say, hey, if a person grows up and majority of the black men around them are broke, don't take care of their kids, and are degenerate black men, and they carry that into life, thinking that this must be how all black men are, that would be trash to do so. You said cap. When I gave you said cap to an example. You said cap to an example.
I think it was either something you was replying to what he was saying, or what he was, or what he was talking about with his experience or whatever.
Can you what do you think it was, and then we can go from there.
Well, I'm trying to think now, because like I said, I was multitasking. But what you just said, I do agree. But I was saying it's in the sense of we have those examples by how we was raised. Like if we were raised with that particular those men or those women, then you would have that outlook going forward. Not to say that it's right, but that's just your outlook because that's your upbringing. That's what you've been around, been exposed to.
That's dumb though. It literally is dumb, because you have the tool. We in the age of education. I'm not giving people no pass no more. You have the tools to overcome that. And you know, when you step out, when you come from the hood like I did, and then you step out in college, you start seeing different types of black people. When you go to the mall, it just don't make some sense. When you go to the mall, you see different types of black people. When you go out with your family, you see different types of black people. Now, you may not all know what they got going on in it works, but you're seeing black love from other families, even at school. When you're at school, you're seeing different types of black people. So again, even in those examples, you're seeing different type of representation of black people. So you shouldn't carry that in your heart to say, hey, because these group of women in my family were degenerate women, now majority black women have to be this way. When you know that for a fact, as you're even going to school, high school, college, you're seeing all kinds of black people, different kinds of black people. You're seeing degenerate black women, nice black women, this type of black women. I don't. So carrying that in life and not going unpack that is dumb. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I'm right. I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. I'm just simply saying he was saying that because that was from his experience.
I don't care.
I didn't say it was right. I'm just saying there's some people are not capable of turning that around. Some people actually live their life because that's based on like trauma and whatever else. People go into that.
Mikey, how many testimonies in our community do we have of young boys or in young women wanting to go to their friend's house, right? Because they saw a different outlook. They wanted to stay over at their friend's house because they had a different outlook of their own. We even identify these outlooks as children. Identify these differences as children. We got that from childhood. So I
agree with you saying, but again, everybody don't have that mind frame to be like, oh, it's something different. Well, maybe it's not all bad. Some people don't have that mind frame. Just like some people don't have the mind frame.
That's a grown ass. That's a grown. Mikey, that's a grown ass man. At this point, he's a grown ass man.
I get what you're saying, and I agree with what you were saying. It's not right to paint all women with that brush. I was just simply saying the outlook. We can't just overlook that didn't come from somewhere. At least at the bare minimum. Now, even when it's to that point, we can say, okay, it ain't right. We understand why you're doing that, but it doesn't make it right. We can at least agree with that.
Well, I tried to speak to that, but he don't think it's a priority. He don't think it's a priority to fix it.
And I get it, like I said, and I've talked to many of men, like I said, around my way or whatever, and they some of them had grew up in that toxic environment, but some of them was able to be like, okay, well, I've seen that, but I was able to, do something different, whether it was changing myself, therapy or whatever, and get a successful relationship. Or even, okay, just take the example, talking about the hood. There's a lot of men who grew up without a dad, and they are some of the best men and husbands around.
Mm-hmm.
Because they said, well, let me do something. I don't want this to happen. So I'm making a conscious decision on my own. Let me do something different because I didn't have that. It was rough for me. Let me do something different. So I completely understand where you're coming from, but everybody don't have that mind frame to switch it and be like, okay, even though I've seen this growing up and these women were toxic, whatever, let me get away from that or do something different, or at least let me dig in there and get the one good one out of the bunch because I know they're all like this.
Here's the problem. His statement was he still has a strong dislike. To this day, he's a grown man. Probably has seen different types of women, okay? And for some reason, he still doesn't like his own group of women. That, like I said, that's which is dumb. And that's why I say he don't get a. That's why I'm saying a grown ass man don't get a pass. He don't get a pass. I could understand if it was a 15-year-old boy or a 13-year-old boy that I was talking to, or a young adult, but not no grown ass man. Because that's what because if you notice, excuse me, that's what a lot of grown men in the black manosphere are bitter from a lot of their failed relationships with certain types of women, but they chose the wrong woman. So does black women as a collective group become trash because you had bad experiences with trash black women? Choose better.
I get it, and I understand it, and so and that's why we got to understand that there also too with that is a lot of double standard, because as men we understand that, like, if we do something off the box, we know other men can be like, well, bro, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? We can be harsh with each other like that, but like you said, if we flip the script and if that same game was ran on the female, we can't tell them, well, hey.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. We're already doing it. There's countless of women. Hold on, Stephen. Let me mute you real quick. There's countless of women that even the men that I be getting into it with on here, right? That have taken accountability for their actions. There's women in our community that had one child out of wedlock, and they made a vow to never do it again, and they've been celibate ever since then, trying to get it right. There's women in our community that literally will take the information and apply it. So I don't even know why we be not you. But I'm speaking in general. So when we saying that these women not doing this, we told them to stop having sex. The sex is down. We told them stop. Men not getting much sex no more, and then there's a rise in celibacy. So everything that we've been telling women to do, they're doing. Not all of them, but you can still see the statistics. So you can correct these women, and women be going to therapy to fix themselves. Men don't go to therapy at the same rate that women do. So when we say that the black woman or most black women can't be corrected, nobody can correct the black woman, I call cap. because it's black women correcting themselves, and they do be taking sound advice from men, getting they stuff together, and they've applied what we've said, and they're doing it. Now the problem is bitter black men really honestly can't be corrected. You try to correct them. Listen. I literally, nobody is correcting Anton Daniels. Nobody's correcting Angry Man. Nobody's correcting Mr. Let Go. Nobody's correcting these men with these big old platforms. No one. If Anton Daniels can get on a live and say black women have done more harm to black men than any white man, no black man comes to say anything. Nobody. Anton Daniels said black women are the enemy, and he's married to one. He said black women are the enemy. No black man comes to correct that person. You know why? Because they agree. But when I do it, when you have certain men that call out the toxic rhetoric of other men, those men get shunned and called. And those men get shunned and called a panderer or simp because he specifically goes after that rhetoric. So a lot of these men can't be corrected. Them dudes do not get pushback from men all the time, Big Cam. No, they don't. Anton Daniels on a panel with Mr. Let Go, and he literally said, you want to know what the problem with the community is that the black woman is the enemy, and the black woman will use you and discard you, and then she want to ask about the kids, and he literally said, F them kids and F her too. F them kids and F her too, throw out the baby with the bathwater, get a whole new group of women and start the community over. Mr. Let Go was on that panel. Mr. Let Go didn't say a goddamn thing, but you know what he did? He shook his head like this. Men ain't even checking each other on their own panels. These guys believe they are above reproach. And you know what? They have a huge following, and people and men keep following. Black men keep following them. Black men follow them and support those type of people. Myron, even though he's not FBA, y'all, just listen to me now. Just Myron's not FBA. He's not foundationally Black American, but just hold on. Okay, all right. And he believes he wants to be a white man. Okay, we got him on video saying that he really believes he wants to be a white man. He wants to just stick with it. But Myron, right? How many times has Myron been exposed for being a loser? And you know who still follows them? All kinds of men, because it's not just black men. I don't think no logical black man follows those people. I really don't. But men still follow those losers, and they get exposed all the time because they can't live up to what they're saying. I ain't mean to ramble, bro. Let me stop doing that. That's my bad. Go ahead, Mikey, and then I'm gonna let Steven talk. I'm gonna shut up.
No, I'll just listen. You can go to Steven. I wasn't agreeing with what you were saying.
What's going on, Steven? How you doing? Brother, I muted your mic, so you might have to press the little mic button. Brother?
All right, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Thanks, y'all. Look, I just left a conversation talking about men. I was reading this right here, right? And the guy lost his mother when he was about 10.
Yes.
And I thought about their pain. He's really hurt, you know. And then when I read down about when it was talking about all black women, I see them as an enemy of Satan. And I'm like, oh my God, he is really hurt, you know. I grew up basically without a father. I know he said he was with his father, and his father was a deadbeat and stuff like that.
You notice how the father didn't get no type of blame. He didn't call black men demons or anything, but he called the black woman the enemy's spawn.
Yeah. Look, I'm just looking at your topic too, controversial on Shannon, right? And I'm in Baltimore City, and I was called the most controversial man in Baltimore City.
Okay.
Because I'm like you. I stepped in and I just shared basically my experience, but I kind of correct certain things that I don't like hearing. You know, like if a man downgrading a woman or whatever, you know, I kind of come in and clean it up, you know, because they are queens no matter what. And I get that a lot here in Baltimore City. That's why I was laughing when you said it. When I make a statement, it's like they come for me, man. They come for me, Shannon. And I don't mind it, because I'm only speaking from my personal experience. Not what I think. As far as my opinion, my ideas, no. It's basically, if I can feel your pain and I understand your pain and I've been through it, I'm going to share with you that I've been through it and what I did to come up out of it. Because you don't want to stay stuck. And the whole goal is encouraging and motivating people. Now, Shauna came on. I'm bad with names, but if she want to go ahead and say something, because I just really like what y'all was talking about, and it caught my attention. And I'm gonna follow you because I do live myself, and I talk like you do, and I talk about just about any and everything. So I'm just saying, when I come on or I see you, then I know I can come over and just listen from time to time. But I want to hear what the young lady have to say because she just came in. If you don't mind.
She's my moderator. She's gonna do a commercial break and then we're gonna keep it moving. But let's go ahead. Appreciate it. Let me mute you up real quick. Go ahead, Shauna. 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 She probably stepped away from that phone. I ain't gonna lie about it. All right. Any more men that wants to rebuttal this statement, or if you agree with the comment? I don't know why you would, but if you agree, would you like to come up and speak? I'll be nice. Or at least I'll try my best. I don't know who that is. All right, I guess the guys don't want to come up, so hold on.
Jordan just came in.
Yeah, go ahead, Miss Joy.
Good evening. Thank you for the opportunity. So let me see if I can make this really, really swift. I'm up late because I was watching the convention, and former President Obama just gave the most moving speech. And let me tell you one of the things that was really touching. He talked about that this summer his mother-in-law passed away. And he talked about how his mother-in-law, a Black woman born on the south side of Chicago, was very, very similar to his own white grandmother. He said that the sacrifice that women make in order to facilitate the happiness of the people around them makes him treasure them. This is what this Black man, who was the president of the United States, said. He came onto the stage because he was introduced by his lovely wife. She gave her speech talking about hope in America and what our duty is in democracy. But let me get back to Obama. He also said that we have to remember the greatness that is in the women who are around us. If President Obama understands the brilliance, the beauty, the majesty of our own women, isn't that an example that should be followed by our men? Isn't he a man of a certain accomplishment, a man of a certain reputation, a man known of a certain matter of integrity? Isn't he the appropriate example that people should look to? But it's as if when a powerful man like him, an accomplished man with swagger, loves his wife, loves his daughters, loves his mother-in-law. He even told a story about how he would hide behind his mother-in-law because she always defended him when he said or did something wrong. She defended him to his wife. And he told it as a joke, but that's his experience. It's so odd to me that such a powerful Black man has such a reverence for his Black women, but regular men, regular men who are broken, seem to want to break women as well. I find that to be very odd. There is no safer haven for you than the arms of a woman who looks like you. But it's as if too many of our men lack the ability to be able to say to a woman what is necessary to make her trust and care and commit to him. Because when a woman commits to you, like Michelle Obama did to her husband, his dream became her dream. His vision became her vision, and she did everything in her power to support him and make his dream come to fruition. That's what Black women do for the men that they care for. I think that we don't focus on that enough. We tend to focus on finding someone to blame because maybe you sold her the wrong vision. Maybe you lied about the dream that you had. Maybe you didn't live up to the expectation. And instead of taking full account of your shortcomings, you wish to blame someone else for your own mediocrity and inadequacy. Maybe you didn't utilize the partner that you picked. Ask her for assistance. Trust her, her ability to lead as well. Maybe you didn't maximize the opportunity that was right beside you. But even if those things are the case, how does that then mean that you can condemn her and all other Black women? There's something broken in us. And I just want to say to you, Shannon, that these conversations that you have and the candid way in which you speak, these are the beginning of the repair of that mentality. Brother, you have garnered my full respect. Period. Thank you kindly.
No, I appreciate you. I'm trying. I'm trying, y'all. Let's see what brother Shauna, are you back? Nope. Go ahead, brother. You're up next. Mr. Forever?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
First of all, just want to commend, finally I found a live that is productive because I see so many of them that are not, us pointing fingers at each other, Black men, Black women. But I want to say that, and I'm talking from personal experience, having trauma as a child, with my adopted mother. As Black men, what I've learned, my journey started spiritually first, getting myself right, and deciding to take time to own my pain and my trauma. And I think that as Black men, we do not do enough of that. We pull Black women into our mess instead of separating ourselves, taking some time and owning the pain and the trauma. And I agree with something you said. As a man, as an adult, we can no longer blame our childhood or our mother or our father for not being there. As adults, we got to own it. And it's a raw deal. It sucks. I'm not going to say it doesn't. But if we want to grow and get past it, we have to own it as adults and make a conscious decision to work through it, whether that be through praying to whatever God you worship, whether that be through therapy or a combination of both, or support groups. We have to own it and then learn to embrace ourselves, our good and our bad as Black men. Once we can do that and learn to forgive ourselves for what we've done, and love ourselves, only then will we be able to appreciate what the sister was talking about, Jordan's, I can't read the whole name.
Jordan's mom.
She just spoke, yes. And appreciate the support and the love and the care that only a woman of color can give to another Black man. But before we get there, my brothers, anybody who's listening, we have to own our own trauma and our own pain and acknowledge it and talk about it, embrace it, and love yourself, forgive yourself, and let it go. And I think as Black men, if we have these discussions more in platforms like yours, brother, and I just followed you not too long ago, we can make progress. And I just wanted to put that out there. I appreciate you, and I appreciate this live.
I appreciate you too, brother. One conversation at a time. Go ahead, Mikey. Mikey.
Yo, okay, yeah.
What would you like to
What
say?
you were saying?
No, I'm saying go ahead because we rotating.
Well, okay. So here's my thing.
Okay.
And now, not to give a caveat, even though I shouldn't, but I'm gonna give a caveat anyway. But it'll probably fall on deaf ears in a minute. Issue against Black women at all. Even though my story could be similar to most Black men coming up, with the angerness, the fighting, all the extra stuff, whatever, the little stuff, whatever. Luckily, it didn't change me into hating the Black women, extra type of stuff. I find it funny a lot of times is that just from seeing on the outside looking at, just from seeing that it looks like that Black men get more praise the more we pedestalize our Black women. Not saying that we shouldn't, but it's like it's almost to where that's when we garnish the most respect when we put them over us. Like if we put a particular platform or say certain things or give certain speeches or whatever towards them, it's more respected in that sense. We always have to tell them how great we are, put them on this pedestal. But I just kind of find it funny a lot of times too that, and maybe I'm not seeing it from the full spectrum, but a lot of times you don't hardly ever see a lot of the same spaces that are bigging up the Black men in the sense of we love you guys or you guys are great and we need to do more for you guys and it's and if they do, it's like they're only talking about their man or their husband. You know what I mean? Like we hardly ever see it from that big platform or anything like that about women giving that honor that they're expecting us to give them because we're expected to love them no matter what, no matter the pain, the trauma, the baggage, all of these expectations we're required to give to them. But it's like if we're asking for that or when they do that, it's stipulation. Oh, I do that if he's doing this, or we're like this because they're. I mean, so it's like I find it kind of funny though, but like I said, it could just be just me.
So one, I want to say, well, go ahead, Jordan.
So I was gonna say that when I came on the platform, I believe I praised President Obama, one of the most powerful Black men in the country at the moment. I believe I started by praising him. And I believe I started also, I think I said something along the lines of, it was very touching to me how he always, he elevates his wife. Always. Today, he elevated his mother-in-law and talked about her sacrifice and her similarity to his grandmother. And I think I mentioned this man who has so accomplished, sees so very clearly the contributions of women. He's on the stage elevating Kamala Harris, but I wasn't elevating her. I said him. I said the respect that I have for him and the respect I know other men have for him, wouldn't it be his lead that people follow? Sometimes, just sometimes, I think that we have to be honest with ourselves. We have to look in the mirror and ask ourselves, who are we? Are we the best version of ourselves, the best partners? And I also think that there's something my father taught me. My father taught me that a man is the thermostat. He sets the temperature. All the women do is respond to whatever he has set. No matter our grievances. If a man handles us in a respectful, kind, informative way, most women respond in kind. Even if I'm elevated about something, you can change the temperature. All you have to do is take my hand. Dear, sit down, let's talk about it. When you hold her hand, she recognizes there's no threat. But when she finds herself emotional and you hug her, it changes the temperature, because that's the power that you have. But because women naturally revere you, we naturally concede to you, your strength, your wisdom. The problem is a lot of our men lack wisdom. A lot of our men lead with ego and pride. That's a personal issue. You have to reflect on yourself and make that change. But it is such a condemnation, and it is so very wrong, sir, to talk about what women don't do and not examine what men don't do. Because women will fall in line like ducklings behind the leader. When we recognize that somebody, a man, a black man in particular, is a good leader, he didn't even have to ask us for submission or for compliance. It is automatically given. And I'll rest my case right there, respectfully.
So when you say that these women don't elevate black men, so Jackie Hill Perry, married to her husband Preston Perry, always talks about the balance between relationships. Of course, she's going to relate it to Christ because she is a Christian. That's one woman. Let's see, Heather Lindsay. Even though it's some history there, she does talk about balance between respecting your man, right? And you know, I know people get upset with this, but submission to their husbands, when the husband is submitting to them, the equilibrium. They do talk about healthy dynamics in and stuff like that. But when you say that these lives aren't happening, there's a whole bunch of men getting elevated through another man's bitterness. I literally named three men on here who are some of the biggest names on YouTube. You can search them up. They literally pander and call out women all day, every day online, and men flock to that. And they'll say, "Man, hey, leave these black women alone. The black woman is the enemy." They're literally elevating y'all's mindset. Well, not y'all. I don't want to say y'all, but they're elevating a collective group of black men's mindset that is already there by saying what black men want to hear, that the black woman is the downfall, the black woman is the enemy. That is validating black men. It's bitterness, it's trash, it's harmful rhetoric, but they are elevating black men by saying that about black women. That's what they're doing. So I don't, why the hell would black women elevate black men? Let's just think about it. Why would black women elevate black men when they keep getting shunned and disregarded and talked bad about by the loudest black pill, manosphere, red pill, whatever? Everybody got a pill up their butt. Men every day. Because if we think about it, how many real men, such as a Tony Gaskins, is bringing up honorable black women and showing black women in a positive light? Nobody. Nobody. Listen, only Tony Gaskins, maybe a KB, Southside Rabbi, all of them. Maybe one of the Christian podcasts is really in a word, and they be talking about loving each other and what it's like to love a woman the way Jesus loved the church, to where he would die for her, right? Stuff like that. Where are you really seeing this love and appreciation for women on these these big male man YouTube channels? So why would they come out and support us when you have such men saying toxic rhetoric? And also, here's the kicker though. When a black man starts a page like this, flipping the script and calling out what men do and standing up for his group of women because of harmful rhetoric, the black men will say that is a simp, that is a panderer, he's out to get you for money every time because of one man who is trash, Derrick Jaxn. One. But Shoemaker hasn't done it. Tony Gaskin hasn't done it. And first of all, I'm going to say this very stiffly. I don't really like, I give praise what praise is due. When it comes to money, them dudes ain't got as much money as Tony Gaskins. When it comes to saving relationships, none of these men have saved a lot of marriages. The work from Tony Gaskins shows. It can be seen. It can be seen. Right? There's no man in the manosphere that compares to a man of that stature. And I don't even like, I don't even like, praising a person like that. But when it comes to a man that people should listen to, because he's going to point you back to Christ, that would be a Tony Gaskin because the work is there. But I ain't gonna say but we keep flocking to the dudes who are speaking from bitterness and hate. So I don't expect black women to be coming out saying, oh, black men are kings and freaking amazing when all they keep hearing is trash. And then when a person does speak highly of them, a platform like, I guess, mine, even though I don't say queens or none of that stuff, I don't do that, right? But even if a platform like mine that calls out men, you get shunned out by the men. Where is this good podcast besides Derrick Jaxn? Because it's not a good podcast anymore. The dude's a failure. But where are these big pages of men that are good that's not being called a panderer or simp if he's not talking bad about women besides Tony Gaskins? I can't find it. Where they at? And why do those men get shunned when they do speak up and speak against red pill booty warriors? Because the manosphere don't have any men in it. Go ahead.
Excuse me. Can I chime in on that?
Go ahead.
These platforms that we're on, this one included, and this is we got to look at this algorithmically. Platforms like yours and what we're promoting in this platform do not get as much exposure, because if you look at it deeper, what we're doing here right now as a group is saying, let's discuss and let's address what Jordan's mom is talking about, what Mikey, Stephen, and you were talking about, because the grassroots of what we're addressing is getting the black family back together, getting the black man and woman back together, and the strength that lies within the black family. That's what we're addressing. So if we can get past and work through these issues that we see so much of online, the strength and the power that we have as a black family and being united, this is partially by design. Your platform and what we're speaking of is not going to get as much exposure. I don't want to go too deep on it because somebody on TikTok is watching this, but we need to understand as a people, part of this is by design.
No. Listen, I'm controversial, Shannon, and I don't back down from no white man. I know the elites are watching and don't want black unity to happen. And I can say that on YouTube because I'm live on YouTube as well. And I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of you because you can't touch me. My soul is guarded by Jesus Christ and nobody else. You can't touch it.
Amen.
So with that being said, I know that platforms like this aren't going to be put out there, and that the hateful rhetoric, which is all by design. Like we can talk about systematic issues that happen to us, but the problem is, bro, the dudes don't care. They don't care. The men with those loudest voice, those bitter men, they don't care, right? Because even that, instead of recognizing that black women and black men were under the same system of oppression, they're still going to say that black women laid with the white man. So you can't, it's hard to fix it. It's hard to address it because when you try to address it, the men get better. And this ain't about black men. Black men, I may have got mad a minute ago when that dude said something stupid. But the black men do not hate black women. But when you have a collective group of black men that's saying evil rhetoric such as this, you're calling black women the demon spawn, but you didn't have smoke for your deadbeat dad. That'd be my biggest issue. Bro, if you want to call out bad behaviors of some women, I applaud you. It's women that call out bad behaviors of some women. It's women that do that. I'm all for it, bro. I can clap my hands to it. But when you go to saying throw out the baby with the bathwater, that the black woman is the demon, that the black woman is a bad, when you say the black woman, you've already started on bad foot. The black woman is this. The black woman is that. The black one. I'm not gonna sit here and try to read in between the lines. When you said what you said, and I am a Christian, so I'm going to say this. The Bible says, "Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks." So when you say that, bro, it was in your heart, and that was a hateful thing to say. So I'm not finna play no games with you and say that you don't hate black women. You do when you say something like that, because you just called her a devil. The black woman is the devil. What? Bro, just say there's some degenerate black women out here. It is. But also, if you're going to talk about degenerate black women, you got to talk about degenerate black men. You got to talk about it, bro. It can't be alive every day about a woman, bro. Let's be honest here. Every day, I just gave y'all, it's a story happening every day with some delusional black man taking somebody's life. I don't see y'all hold no lives. Zero. When y'all gonna start talking about crime? But then you're gonna say crime is due to proximity, which it is. But you're talking about single mothers. If you're gonna talk about single mothers, talk about the ones that kill single mothers. Y'all press F1 for me. I didn't mean to let that word slip out my mouth. But talk about that. Talk about the degenerate black man. Talk about how we were gangs, gang violence. Balance that thing out. Hey, what can we do to be better men out here? Hey, how can we reach the youth? Yeah. The problem in the community is the single mothers. Okay, but let's go focus on these kids, bro. It's some kids out here that need some type of father figure. Can we introduce them to some I don't know, some programs? Can we get in touch with these single? Because all we're doing is talking about single mothers, but are you talking to single mothers? I hope y'all caught that. We talking about single mothers, but we're not talking to single mothers. So can we start helping out these single mothers, especially the ones that want to be helped out? You think majority of single mothers want to be single mothers? I'm sorry, because I don't want to ramble. Shauna, go ahead, because I heard you breathing. Wait, is you sleep? Sean. Sean
ain't saying nothing.
Sean asleep, bro. I'm trying to tell you, Sean walked away from the phone again, bro.
Shannon.
Yeah.
Do you need a cup?
I'm gonna click off.
That's a bet.
Is that Shannon talking? Shauna talking.
Who was just talking? Was that Jordan? That was Jordan.
I was offering to do the commercial break for you, sir.
Go ahead.
It's another spot Shannon was here.
No,
okay.
Man, hold on, Stephen. Hold on, Stephen. Hold on. Go ahead, Jordan.
Go ahead, Jordan.
Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, you are here in the space of controversial Shannon. We hope that you will find something here, using that awakens you, that inspires you, something portable you can carry with you to be better, to help somebody, to think about something more critically. We hope that you wouldn't think it robbery to tap the screen, maybe share the live, give the panel if you think it's right that you should do so. But by all means, if you have the ability to do so, please give the host. He's created a space for us to be able to have open dialogue about controversial topics. Gentlemen are able to express themselves here. The host is imparting information. We hope that you would take this flight with us and that we would arrive someplace better than where you left. Tap the screen. Everybody's welcome to join. Just be respectful when you join the box. Mute your mic upon arrival. And thank you so much for coming.
All right. Let me see if I got some more people. Go ahead, brother.
Hey, y'all kind of touch me, man. Let me share this with you, right? Everything you talking about is what I do. I'm sitting at home, right? And the forever, I'm on home monitor. I'm on a home monitor. I got arrested, right? Because I'm like you. I talk a lot. And I represent our people. You know, I'll talk if you know, excuse me, I'm starting to stutter because I'm shaking a little bit. Last year, because I work with the homeless and the less fortunate people, I'm arguing with the police about stuff. So I end up getting arrested. I'm a civil rights advocate, so I come hard. I'm controversial like you, I come hard. So that was their way of getting me off the street and shutting my mouth forever. Because I speak about things that I believe I caught forever what he didn't want to go any further in. But I'm like you. I'm considered as the big mouth bald-headed black dude in Baltimore City. Because I talk about stuff, man, and I watch the way they use our people. And when I say our people, I'm not just talking about black people, but I watch the way they play our people, how our people suffer. So I'm coming up against our law enforcement, and I'm coming forth enforcement, and I'm coming up against our politicians. So they shut me down. They shut me down. They hid me. I end up coming home. I don't want nobody to know where I live at forever, because one, I know I put my life on the line, and that's what I love about hearing, Shannon, what you was just saying. I represent Christ. I represent Christ, and I don't play. I don't play. I did not realize, Shannon and Jordan and y'all, that I was walking in the footsteps of a lot of great men that I read about in the Bible. And God started showing me that you are my chosen. Now, I'm sitting back, Shannon. I'm sorry, nonprofit work and all this stuff. You know, don't nobody reach out to me? Nobody. And I'm so shocked because I'm out there with people as far as when we have events and stuff like that. But it's like everybody, I mean, NA friends, church members, family members, nobody. And I think this God has shut me down though. But nobody, man, and I'm listening to you and I'm like, thank you, God, because I don't hear too many people talk like you, Shannon, and myself. And I'm being cool with you because I get real loud. But I'm being cool, man, but it's just, I'm like, oh, excuse me, y'all, because I'm grateful. And I'm like, God, thank you, because I've been strolling through this. And very, very rarely, Jordan, I hear somebody talk like Shannon doing, other than myself. And I defend women. I don't play. My mother raised me, and I got 4 girls. My girls are very, very powerful. They like my boss ladies. You know, it's like they keep me grounded. When I'm going through certain things, Shannon, and say like my spirit might be low, they the ones that embrace my spirit. They lifts me up, and I mean, it's I can't find the words, y'all. But I'm just saying, I had to come in with that, Jordan, because you came in talking about Obama. And you talk my heart. That's my boy. That's my boy. When Obama, man, came and it was like, you talking about a proud black man. You talking about a proud black man. And I don't play, Shannon and y'all, when it come to my kids, man. I got over 31 years clean. I used to live that life, Shannon. I'm delivered from that. Kids live a total different way of life. I go back into the community, and I love what you said about helping those that want to help. And that's what I do, man. And guess what? I get shunned a lot. I get shunned a lot by the people with power. So I'm trying to watch my mouth because I was listening to the Forever, right? well, forever. And I have a tendency of calling names. And people ask me, from time to time, Steve, please don't go on your show and talk about people, mention their names. Because I call you out, Shannon. I will call you out quick. And that's what I'm getting from you. And I'm listening to Mike and all of y'all, man. And Jordan, when she came in, she kind of soothed the spirit, right? And then when she went and talked about Obama, I loved it. I don't vote, and not being smart. I don't vote. The reason why, because I fight against them too much to do the right things. So, and be honest, I have a tendency of putting my faith and trust in people too much. And if you fail me, I'm disappointed. So I have to learn to, stay neutral. But the thing is, if you need me in the community, whoever the politician is, the goal is to encourage and motivate the people to do the right things, like you were sharing, like y'all was sharing a little bit earlier. But I'm a mic off, but I'm gonna listen to y'all, man, because I can go, man, and I just appreciate y'all, because I don't hear this a lot. Like Forever was saying, I don't hear it a lot, and I don't hear a lot of men standing up to the plate. But I encourage our brothers, I motivate our brothers, even our young people. I got a talk show, a team talk show. It's called the Be More Reals Team Talk Show, and that's a voice for our youth, man. And I get criticized about that too. It's like they don't want us to feed our people and help them grow and feed them something positive and encourage them and motivate them. And it's not about beating them down and turning them apart, But just like you said, man, it's like they come for me. They come for me. The most controversial man in Baltimore City.
Maybe on that talk show. Maybe on your talk show, Mr. Steven, could you mute because you have air in the background?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's probably my fan. You say I have air in the background.
Yes, could you mute, please?
Okay, I am. Got you. Thank you.
I was only saying to you, sir, respectfully, some things are odd to me. It is odd that a person would want to be a community leader and not have a civics arm to their community leadership. It is odd that you would mentor teams and not teach them about the importance of engaging in a democratic process. It is odd to me that you would not vote and think that it is a normal type of behavior. It is odd that you would think that voting is somehow a support of an establishment that you feel that you are working against while living under said establishment. You cannot live in this country and not participate in the process. You cannot live in this country without subjecting yourselves to the rules of government. You cannot live in this country without being subject to the executive, legislative, and the judicial branches. Those things are inconsistent with one another. Because you live in this country and you enjoy the freedom that allows you to talk to who you want to talk where you want to say what you want on an app, to buy the kind of phone that you want, to live in the neighborhood that you want to live in. You cannot enjoy those freedoms and not work to protect those freedoms for others. So when you have your talk show with your teens, perhaps you might reconsider teaching them about the power of their vote. It teaches them civic engagement. It teaches them to care about the very community that they come from. It teaches them to care about the path and the trajectory of the country as a whole. It teaches them to involve themselves in their own outcome, sir. That's just a piece of advice that I would give respectfully.
Yeah, I'm gonna let me see something. I'm changing the background. We're done for this. I wanted to bring awareness to this. Those who want to stay, but I'm going on to a different background now. And because I want to talk about it, I am not against you when I say this. I'm not against you. If that's who you want to vote for, you can. Let me see. Actually, yeah, there it is right there. All right. Like I said, anybody who wants to participate in this conversation, you can. We're gonna try something different. If you are a black person voting for Trump, I want to hear you. I want to hear why. why you're voting for that side, and we'll go from there.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
I put in my request before. It wasn't. I'm not voting for him, but I did wanted to address Mikey in the comments. Samantha Universe has told you several times to leave her alone. You need to stop harassing her.
Wait,
Point blank period.
what happened?
She made a comment and he didn't like it, and then he keeps responding, and she said, "Leave me alone." Several of us have told him to leave her alone, and he wouldn't, and he won't stop.
So they're not having a back and forth. He's just making several comments towards her.
Yeah, and she said, if you scroll up, you'll see "Leave me alone," and he keeps going.
And she hasn't.
We was having a dialogue, and one of her friends or one of the other females jumped in and said, "Leave her alone."
All right, so we'll all right. Well, y'all two stop going back at it in the comments, and we'll just leave. We'll just leave it there. Now, wait, who was that? Hold on. Now, is there any person who is voting for the right? Any black person? Anybody? No, I'm assuming not. Y'all keep tapping the screen, share the screen. Cool. I really do want to hear from the opposing side to see, and I'm going to be respectful. I'm not going to throw you under the bus and nothing like that. I'm not going to talk about. I'm just saying, why her? I mean him. My bad, because he acts like a child. And I think.
So Shannon, thank you for the opportunity. I'm gonna drop, but I wanted to say something respectfully before I go. I just want to be one of those people who tries to educate and offer information. So first, with regard to the voting, there's a website called vote411.org. You can utilize this website to check your polling place. You can check your voter registration status. You can register to vote on it. You can check when your early voting dates are in your locality. It has a wealth of information, and you can do so from your phone. And the other thing I would say is to Mr. Mikey, we are women. It is considered disrespectful to refer to us as females. A female, when you call a woman a female, that is a gateway to other disrespectful terms. It dehumanizes us. It takes away our humanity. So respectfully, in the future, when you talk to women, please know that that is not a pleasant thing to be called a female. We are women and ladies. Thank you kindly. You all have a wonderful evening.
You too. You stay safe out there. All right. What was I doing? Yeah. So I'm trying to. We're gonna see. Now, we can open up. We can even flip it. Why are y'all voting for Kamala? Oh, hold on. Well, before anybody answers that, I'm trying to say your name right. Juanita. Juanita, ma'am. Ma'am. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and drop you because I don't know what I don't know what's going on with him. Mikey, you said wow in the comments. What happened?
Oh, it was just a response to just listening to what was being said. Somehow I don't even know how I just turned into the villain all of a sudden. So I said it was just kind of wild. Just like the way that particular stuff could just be blown out of proportion, and it just escalated stuff they don't even have to escalate to. I just thought it was just mind-boggling. Like,
well, let me say something because as a man to man, I can answer the question. I don't think nobody's looking at you as the enemy. Now, a lot of people was uneducated. When I started off, I was saying females, but I was just saying, yeah, I don't understand why y'all being upset with black females. Why y'all throwing black females under the bus? So I was saying that too. Then after doing some research, because a lot of black women was like, hey Shannon, I appreciate what you're doing, but you're saying females and we don't take too kindly to it. I was like, huh? What you mean? What's wrong with the word female? I genuinely, I was like, what's wrong with the word female? Then I started hearing, oh, that refers to just them in the biology. Everything goes back to biology. Like they're not. It's just based on that. So I had to get educated on that as well, brother. Like it's all good. There's a whole bunch of women that take offense to that word, and out of
Can I
respect,
explain a little bit why? The context to it. It was used to dehumanize black women. That's why they were able to do experiments on black women that they use now for procedures for our reproductive parts. That's how they were able to not use anesthesia to do those, and that's why they created the chainsaw to perform the C-section on black women, because it was about getting the property out back in slavery days of a woman quickly if she happened to have passed. So when you call us a female, you're reducing us to an animal, and that's how they looked at us as part of slavery and as a part of after slavery to medically get away with experimenting on us with no pain meds. But to answer Mikey's question, you're the villain in the comments. You may perceive yourself. It's because, like I said, she told you several times, and so again, several of us said to leave her alone.
But again, I just made a comment to her. She was responding to somebody else said that. That's what it got blown out of proportion. So, like I said, if I was talking to her or having or chatting with her or whatever you want to call it, everybody else jumped in to defend her. That was the issue that I had with it. And then to try to make it seem like I'm just bullying her or just doing some other extra stuff to her, like she was responding, but then, I get called weird and harassing and ops and all this type of stuff. But it's like, come on, really? That's what we doing? And then like you want to call it out like I'm like she just not saying anything, and I'm just, you better respond. You know what you said. Like I made a comment of things she was saying that was hypocritical. That was it.
For the sake of the argument, because I don't want this to be back and forth about what happened between it, because I didn't see it. I didn't see it. So we're gonna drop. We're gonna try to have a candid conversation. We're gonna drop it. Somebody just asked, Quills. I guess you want to come back up. What do you want to come up and address? Are you talking about the last topic, or are you talking about this topic? Because you asked about just, but before you speak, okay, you still at the airport. China, I'm sorry. I'm Cindy. I'm sorry.
How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. What about yourself?
I'm doing good. I've just been sitting here listening. I requested before the topic change.
That's okay. I can change it back.
So when you talk about voting for Kamala, a lot of us as women, we feel pride with it. And then also, it's the same pride that people kind of felt when it came to Obama. And then Obama, he hasn't been perfect at all, but when it comes to policy and stuff like that, I'm not going to vote for somebody who's a convicted felon. I'm not going to vote for somebody who has been convicted of felon of raping or has said misogynistic, racist things, and has actually kept Black people outside of his apartment complex that he owned because of the fact that they were Black. I'm not going to vote for somebody like that. So I'd rather vote for Kamala.
Okay. And I know you wanted to address this prompt in the background as well. Because you said the topic had changed, so I'm assuming it changed to the topic one because this was what it was at first.
No, I wanted to appreciate you guys for speaking on it because a lot of the times I see rhetoric about Black women being bitter, and that's not real life. When you get on TikTok and you get on the internet, all you see is hateful things, and it's not anybody just being productive in those conversations to try to unify us. It's just this person did that, or that person did that, or this community did this community did that. But in real life, that's not how it actually goes, and it's not unifying us to be able to have like a collective, not collective mindset, but to be able to unify and share our ideas without hatefulness. So I wanted to appreciate you guys for it.
Okay, no problem. I do want to say, I agree that it's not mostly real life, but ma'am, this is definitely real life.
It is real life, but it's not mostly. It's not the majority. Yeah.
I don't think most men, even if it was the majority, I don't think most men would be going outside saying half the stuff they say online outside. I really don't believe that.
Okay, maybe I need to spend more time outside of my household. I stay home a lot.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying like I think there is a hidden. I think a lot of people how they feel when they present it online. That's how they feel, but I don't think that they would just say it outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I do think that again, out of the heart, the mouth speaks. So these big old red pill up the butt men, even the
that's you man, and I've seen it mess up relationships of people that I know. Like I will know friends that have been in relationships for a while, and the man just gets on red pill TikTok or red pill YouTube, and then the whole dynamic of their relationship changes, and then that relationship fails.
Bro.
But they were happy before that until they got on the internet and started seeing the BS that goes on.
A lot of men are leading young. A lot of those men. I won't say a lot of men. I don't want to frame Black men in a bad light, but the Black red pill men are leading a lot of young men and older men astray. Because again, I know what this come back down to. This is control. This is control. They want to control women. They believe a woman should shut the fuck up and comply.
Yes,
that's basically what it comes down to. Because I've heard them say that. Like I've literally, like, they say get back in the kitchen and cook. Like shut up, bit. I ain't gonna say the word. Get in the kitchen and make me a sandwich. That's what they say. Get in the kitchen and cook.
Yeah, I just got blocked off of somebody's TikTok live. I asked the question because he was asking, are sisters ruining Martin Luther King's vision?
What?
Because I don't know what he meant by that, but the way he posed the question, he said you're supposed to judge people by the content of their character, not the color of their skin.
Hold on. Wait. Was this dude light skinned with a fade?
He was a dark skinned man.
Oh, okay, never mind. Because if it would have been the other, I saw another Martin Luther King live, but it had nothing to do with, and I know him. It had nothing to do with women or men. It was just talking about history, and I was hoping that it didn't.
And I asked them, I was like, is that not a contradiction because you're judging Black women?
Wait, the host was the host was dark?
The host was a dark skinned man with dreads.
Oh, what's his name?
I don't know. He blocked me.
Oh, you didn't get the name? I need the name.
I need the name too, but I'm blocked.
Yeah, I need the name. Yeah. I would. Are sisters ruining the American dream? Like what?
No, our sisters ruined Martin Luther King's vision of you want white people and Black people to join together in unity, not judge people by the content, but not judge people by the color of their skin, but the content of their character.
Can you give us the background of what give me something he said? I just need one thing, just one thing.
He said y'all got Megan Thee Stallion on stage clapping cheeks for votes.
All right, cool. We got Black men cool, right. We got Black men unaliving their whole family. And then taking themselves out.
And then as soon as
Black women speak on those things, we're bitter. We hate Black men.
So
like
when a black woman, when a black
Speaks
woman
up.
speaks,
Yeah, that's when certain men like that start to say that we're bitter. We don't like Black men. And I'm like, I have a Black son. I'm with a Black man. I'm a dark skinned woman with a whole dark skinned family.
yeah,
I love my father. I love my brothers.
I just need a name. Hey, whenever
I
y'all
don't
stop,
know. I'm blind.
was he fat? Was he fat?
No, he was kind of chunky in the face. He had a picture of Megan Thee Stallion performing at Kamala Harris's rally, and then it said, "Our sisters ruining MLK's vision."
Let me see if I can do my Liam Neeson taken. I will find you, and I will call you out.
Yeah, I'm trying to call him out too because he's a Trump supporter. And then I asked him why, and then I gave him some statistics. In fact, he said, "You're not about to lie on my page and block me."
Oh Lord, ain't that what they do? Ain't that what they do?
Mm-hmm.
Ain't that what they do? That's what they always do, bro. You start bringing up statistics. These are some. Again, this is not about Black men. So Black men, if you're here in attendance, and
I don't think it's about Black men.
Yeah, but to those Black men, right? When you bring up studies and you bring up .orgs, don't never bring up a .com. But when you bring up .orgs, right, or .govs, .edus, right, and you show them the crime statistics, listen, let me tell you something. There is no argument as a Black man that you're ever going to win against a woman, because all I have to ask is, are women killing, yes, I'm using that word, men at the same rates? Until those numbers start to reflect in the women's the women are doing it more, then we can have a conversation. Give me a whole bunch of stories of women unaliving their whole family and the whole family. You can't, but I can pull up countless stories of men, Black men too, doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So who's really a danger? Is it the woman, nigga? Or is it a man? You miss me with this nonsense, fam. You niggas is soft, bro. I can't. They don't want to talk like that. They don't want to talk like that.
They don't. They're gonna be like, you're pandering, you're being a simp.
Exactly.
They're gonna try to emasculate you and then say that, oh, you're just pandering to women, or try to call you all different type of names just because of the fact that you support women.
Exactly. That's what's gonna happen. But we know how this goes, family. With the Black woman, the devil, the Black woman, the this, but the Black men are the ones doing all the murdering. Well, not all the murder. I ain't saying per capita or whatever, but like the Black men are doing, when it comes to Black men versus Black women and all that stuff, that's just dumb.
And I asked him, I said, is your mother a dark-skinned Black woman? He said, yeah, what they got to do with this conversation?
Oh, you can't never bring it. Oh, everything applies except to their own family.
Yeah.
So that's what it's. I'm going to say.
And then he kept bringing up white women into the chat, and he invited me because I said something in the comment that he didn't like.
This nigga was bringing up white women to a Martin Luther King.
Yes, and then he had a white man in the comment on the guest saying, "Hey, brother, I agree with you. Black women are the problem."
Where in the Sambo universe did you find?
No, I don't know. I just got on TikTok. I think it was like 6 p.m. earlier. And I was just like, okay, let me just scroll through. I like to get on lives and listen. And then I scrolled upon it and I was just like, okay, let me sit here and just listen for a second.
Let me get on TikTok on my computer. I'm about to find this.
Please, because I'm about to jump on my other phone.
Yeah, find it. Ask him why he blocked Sheenie.
No, I'm about to find Nisi, you got some information for us that we don't know about or something?
I'm like, he's describing it. Does sound familiar. I feel like I have come across his live before, and I'm trying to think. I'm investigating as we speak. I came across a live the other day of a young man. It just broke my heart. That's voting for Trump. He's 18. It's his first time voting, and this poor Lasso was constantly cheering himself on for having to put his hands on a woman if she talked to him in an aggressive way.
Huh?
And because ain't nobody gonna check him and handle him because he already been to jail. Honey, really quickly, was it sis? Was it Vio the goat? No, it was Cocatina. Oh, you talking about her? Sorry. Yeah, like the guy she's talking about.
I'm not sure.
Was it Vio the goat?
I'm not sure. I just got blocked and then I was just okay.
Hold on, wait.
He's dark skinned with locks.
Yes, and then what is he saying on the live?
He's always talking bad about black women.
It probably is him. I don't know. I'm not sure about what he looks like. He's not. He has a little bit of like indentation on his face with dreads. Kind of like a little bit of a beard.
Nah, this dude light skinned. This ain't it. I mean, this dude Hispanic. This ain't it. I said light skin. I'm tripping. How you spell VO the goat?
It's like he has it. He's always in everybody's. He's even been in here, Shannon. It's like VO apostrophe D, and then it's like goat. It's either goat or great. It's like he keeps changing it up, but it's either goat or great. Yeah, he shows up like the little spider that pops out every once in a while.
Free game. Stay away from. Well, this dude only got 300. He only got 393 followers on this thing.
He didn't have much followers.
Well, hold on. Let me say something. Let me, cause I don't want to put the wrong man on the screen, bro. I was gonna flip my screen, my thing around.
Could you send really, because I don't want to put somebody out there that wasn't doing it.
Yeah, that's why I'm not even gonna do it.
Okay.
But is his dreads long or they small?
They're like neck length.
Oh, well, that ain't this dang showing it.
Okay.
Oh, this dang showing it, bro. Yeah. But like I said, I'm fine. I hope that live better not come over here. It better not come over. I'm gonna find.
You know what's crazy though? I believe that the way people live is their own karma. So continue to spew that rhetoric in your head. You're gonna live your own karma for the way that you treat the people that have raised you.
Yeah,
and that's all I have to say about that topic.
I'm gonna find it, man, bro. Because I want you. I ain't gonna lie, but I want it. I want all that energy, bro. That's so stupid.
It was so confusing. It was contradiction. I'm like, am I getting a brain aneurysm?
I mean, these dudes have no smoke for white men.
None at all.
I'm not throwing black men on the bus. I'm talking about a specific group of men who are online talking bad about women have no smoke for white men.
Exactly.
I love the disclaimer, Shannon.
Yeah, because black men will come. What do you mean? This self-hate black? You have no smoke for white men or other black men with harmful rhetoric because you agree.
And they changed their.
If you think about it, look at the post you have behind your head. Even that says everything that you're saying right now, because he said that his mother passed away, his father was a deadbeat, but he is upset at black women. He didn't say he's upset at black men, aka his father. He's upset with black women because nobody took care of him after his mother passed, but even his own father was a deadbeat.
Is that his? I mean, like, what are you saying? Like, the women in your first priority should have been to your father. Your first blame should have been to.
I've had this happen too
in
real life situations. I've had this happen where I've told an ex about a situation and I've showed him proof, and then he completely just told me like, "Nah, my homeboy would never." He said that shit didn't happen, and I showed him the proof of the disrespectful things that his homeboy said to me, and he just disregarded it like he didn't see it in his own eyes. I guess.
And
I was like, "Yes, quit."
I'm laughing at problematic. That's my homie. That boy said, "Now, how dare women how dare women go to the Heaven's Gates.
Yeah, but he's mad that women that
Oh.
other black women that raised him after his mother passed away. He expected another black woman to pick up the slack, but is not upset at his father, who was still living, for not taking care of him. He's more mad at the black women for not picking up the slack because his mother passed away. That is so weird to me. You're mad at black women when it's not our responsibility. Technically, I mean, black women are very nurturing and we take care of other people's kids, but like the fact that he's mad at us and not mad at his biological father, who had the actual responsibility of raising him and taking care of him, he's more mad at black women who did not have that obligation. That does not make sense. You're very right, Nisi.
Yeah,
I've seen it happen a lot. They're like, well, you should have been there for me. You're like my sister. You're like my auntie. And then your father hasn't been there for like 10 years.
Go ahead, Juanita. Is that how you say your name?
It's Juanita.
Juanita. Yes, ma'am.
I was sitting up here. I was listening to. I think it was Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Who came up, and the young man. I think, is that him still here? The young man who had the issue with the women who raised him.
Quills right there.
Yeah. And I was just sitting here and I was listening, and like Jordan brought me to tears because she spoke on something that's 100% truth. You know, you guys, men control the mood of a woman. You can say one thing that will just destroy all the happiness that she has with your actions. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that lady's having a bad day and you come home and she's telling you about something that happened at work, and all you doing is, well, why you didn't do this, and why you didn't do this, and why you didn't do this, and why you didn't cook this, like, you take away so much from us. And you know what I'm saying? Like, we sometimes in the morning, the children may act up, and I gotta go to work, and I have a bad day at work. I come home, I gotta cook, I gotta clean, and you at home clowning because I didn't cook something that you didn't like, or I misplaced something or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But instead of you holding me when I'm falling apart, lifting me up when I'm falling apart, you're expecting me to lift you up. I can't hold you up if I'm falling. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it so much. You know, men do things and then they blame the woman for it. Oh, well, if you had been doing this, then I wouldn't have done that. Like, how are we to blame for your bad choices? You know what I'm saying? How is it that women, we take the blame for a lot? We carry a lot. And it's just like she said, all you have to do, if you see, you can't tell me that you can't see a woman when she breaks, or you can't see the pain that she's going through that you may or may not have caused. Like, if we can see it in you guys, why is it that you guys can't see it in us? You know what I'm saying? And that's part of the reason why some of us are bitter. You know what I'm saying? Because we carry so much and we don't have an outlet. But whatever you're carrying, your outlet is us. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you're stacking problems, or not problems. What's the word I'm looking for? Like, you're stacking your hurt on top of my hurt, and I'm carrying all of it.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, like, you know, who cares what a woman feels? Who cares what a woman thinks, right?
And that's what I'm saying. And like, men don't realize it. Like, you say, like, for instance, I'm gonna give you a situation. A friend of mine, I was talking to her today, and her husband had beeped in, and she said that he wanted her to go and pay the light bill or something like that. Okay, so she told him that she was gonna go pay the light bill. Well, when she got there, they wanted to charge her like a percentage because she was using her debit card. and I think it was like 7% or 3%, something like that. And she didn't want to pay the extra money, so she came back home. And he called her and asked, did she go pay? And she was like, yeah, I went up there, but they wanted me to pay the bill plus so much more money on top of the, the percentage on top of the bill. Like, I'm just gonna go to the bank, get cash, and go pay it tomorrow. He went off on her. He went off. It's like, you don't stand on business and you don't do this and blah, 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 blah. And so she hung up on him and she called me and she was talking to me and I was like, listen, just be calm. You know what I'm saying? When he gets home, be calm. Get up tomorrow, go pay the bill. Well, she called me back about 2 hours later after he gets home. And she was saying that, you know, he went off instead of him coming home and saying, hey, babe, I understand, you know, I don't blame you. You know what I'm saying? Something, you know, trying to calm her down. He made the situation worse.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So he's upset because she didn't go pay the bill when he wanted her to. But she was looking at the fact that why should I pay $15 to pay my bill because I'm using my credit card? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why do I need to pay a percentage for using my credit card if it's a bill? Like, it didn't make sense to her, which I understand it. Like, why are you going to pay $15 extra for paying your bill? Like, that's stupid. And, you know, I was just like, I was like, well, what could he have done to make the situation better? She was like, I don't know, it's like, just hug me, come in and ask me how my day was or something. But instead of that, he just come in going, oh, and he just made shit worse. Like, literally, she on the phone crying. She was like, I've done so much. But he just come in and just start going off. Like, me, y'all gotta understand one thing. Listen, we carry a lot. We carry a lot. We carry the problems of our children. We carry the problems of our home. When you have problems at work, the only person you gonna come home, what you gonna do first? You either gonna call that woman and tell her what happened. She's stressed because you stressed. We carry that on top of other things. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes if we talking shit, if I can say that, if we giving you hell, just hug us. Just give us a kiss.
No, that's,
all we want to hear is it's gonna be okay.
that sounds toxic.
You can calm, you know what I'm saying? Like you can calm a lot down by just trying to put yourself in our shoes. What is it that she dealing with? Y'all have no clue. I know you guys deal with a lot, but we carry a lot. We do. And it's just like, you know, I teach my son, you know, when it comes to, you know, Smith. I used to have this conversation with my boy right now. He's 30 years old. And I told him, let me tell you something. You need to keep all your eggs in the same basket. You don't need an egg over here with this hand or an egg over here with this hand. You need your one hand. And that's where you need to have all the eggs at. Because in the long run, you have a bunch of little chickens running around through here. Some may or may not be yours, but that is not how you want to be. You want to keep all your children in the same place. You don't want to spread yourself out like that. Keep your children here because it's like this. You got some women who have men that do take care of their children, and then you got 2 or 3 other children with the same woman where these men don't do crap. But that one man who takes care of his child is expected to take care of his child and somebody else's child too. I don't think that's fair. So I told my son, he listened. You need to understand one thing. I was a woman or a girl before I became your mother. So if your wife calls me and she's telling me something and she's hurting, I'm going to feel it because I could have gone through the same thing too. You know what I'm saying? So I taught my child about women. But he can tell you a lot about women. And so that's one thing I need you guys to understand is like, we hurt too. Sometimes all it takes is a hug. All it takes is how was your day. All it takes is give me a kiss. That's all it takes for some of us. But you do have them toxic women out there. Like, I ain't talking about them. The ones that at home trying to turn your house into a home Those are the women that I'm talking about. I ain't not playing.
Well, all right. With that being said, y'all, this was supposed to be intended to be a short live. I'm gonna go ahead and end it. I appreciate y'all for joining. But I'm finna call it a night. Nisi, go ahead.
Well, as always, sorry I wasn't here earlier. I had to work late, but as always, a great conversation, Shan. You know, you're my fan. Love you to death. And I just appreciate you being up there. My Booski honey is up here. Love you, hon. But that's it. It's a great conversation, as always. Y'all have a good night.
You too. Steven, last words.
When I'm over here messing with my phone and everything about some other stuff. But you know, I was taught, I'm gonna just say this, I was taught that men take their responsibilities. So when it comes to my wife and kids, they are top priority. Now I grew up without a father. So I'm listening to Janetta. I grew up without a father. So my goal was to do the total opposite towards my kids than what was given to me by him. And not only that, it's not too many men that do foster care. I did foster care for about 10 years, and I mentored young men for about 10 years because I tried to fill that gap of not having that positive role model in your life. But what I understand biologically, I couldn't feel that, but I could be there for them to be a positive role model. So I would just post a little stuff standing because I'm just totally opposite, you know, compared to what was given to me. And I'm a great man. And I'm not just saying it out of ego and pride. It's because of what my mother taught me, you know. And that's what when she told me when I was around about 10 years old, my mother said, men take care of their responsibilities. And guess what? Sometimes today, Shannon, I might say, well, what is that? No, it's about being responsible and productive, you know, when it comes to your family, when it comes to yourself. So thanks, Shannon, man. Y'all don't know, y'all is really, really, like I said before, y'all is really like hitting and holding because I don't run across this too much. And I be feeling like Shannon, I'm by myself a lot. You know what I mean? Because I'm a God-fearing man. I stand on some moral values and principles, like I was Shannon, like I heard you a little bit earlier. And I just get so many people that come for me. But when it comes for our sisters, you bet not. I don't play when it comes to women, you bet not. So I posted on there, I had 4 girls, and my girls are some very strong, powerful women. And that's the way I taught them, Shannon. I told them if a man don't take care of you like your father do, basically being responsible and being productive. That's all. Because I don't want no men living on my daughters. You get me? Mm-hmm. So that's something that I had to raise them and let them know. So I'm not gonna talk y'all to death. But thanks, Shannon. When I see your light, when it send me a notification, I'm coming over.
All right, man. Appreciate you.
Nah, hey, I'm just grateful, man. You just don't know how I've been praying to God and asking him to put some people in my life, some like-minded people. And that's what I've been getting lately, you know? So I appreciate you, bro. I know you're a Christian man. I'm a Christian man. I try to tell people I'm not a religious man. When I say I'm a Christian, I'm like Christ. I'm a loving, caring, kind, considerate person. But if you don't want to see that Lucifer side of me, don't piss me off. But nah, it's just I try to keep it positive and I try to have fun, y'all, when I do. So thanks, everyone, and good night, brother. I don't fall asleep till about 4, so I'll be playing with something else after this. But thanks, bro, and thank you, all of y'all.
No problem, man. I appreciate it. Go ahead, Miss Honey Badger.
All right. Thank you, fellow Houstonian. Thank you, Niece. It's always a pleasure to see you. Thank you for this platform and, you know, getting awareness out here to your fellow peers and showing the love to the Black women in the community. You are so needed, and I still refer you, sir. refer people to come and watch your live, especially young men who just not quite sure how to come about and how to go about thinking, and they're just like kind of lost in which side to take because they don't want to be a simp, but they don't want to be problematic. So you're one of my top 3 resources. Of course, public is one of them. But yeah, thank you for holding the space and listening. And it's going to be Vice President Harris. It's going to be Madam President. Everybody take care and stay blessed.
You too, man. I appreciate you. Thank you. Shout out public. Shout out public offender. Sini, is that how you say her name? Sini?
It's Sini.
So say it one more time.
Sini.
Sini? Okay. Got it this time.
Oh boy. I'm trying to take everything in. No, this was a beautiful live to watch. Honestly, it's a breath of fresh air. It's not all the toxicity that I've seen on other people's lives. And I'm grateful, honestly. The topics. Honestly, I'm just going to say that I'm grateful and I'm going to bow out. I don't have a big thing to say. I think I've said it all.
No, I appreciate you, though.
Thank you.
Juanita?
It's been a pleasure sitting here listening to you. You guys spoke on some true facts. I just want men to understand and know, don't think so highly of yourself, thinking that the women don't bring nothing to the table. Because God created us to be the helpmate. We are the table, the chairs, the forks, the spoons. We are all of that. There is no table without us. That's why a lot of y'all standing on the corners and not at the house. I land my plane. Y'all have a good night.
Good night. Amen. Amen. What a beautiful way to end the live. Y'all stay safe out there. Y'all be blessed. Oh, that was good. That was yeah. Hey man, y'all have a good one, man. I appreciate y'all for joining. Thursday, bro. I promise we gonna do a cross-platform live, man. We're gonna do a cross-platform live. But y'all stay safe out there. Be blessed.